Hi again. Welcome to Pearl Magazine. Earlier this year, one of Hong Kong's biggest radio personalities signed off for the last time. Ray Cordeiro, or as many of us know him, Uncle Ray, ended his epic career as a disc jockey this past May. He leaves behind a legacy that stretches across 7 decades in both the broadcasting and music industries. Pearl Magazine recently caught up with the legendary announcer who credited his exceptional career to simply being in the right place at the right time.
It's my first big show, and it's also my last big show, because I am retiring after this concert. Thank you all for coming. Thanks for this band.
This concert at the Coliseum is a very, very big concert and possibly my final appearance. I got together a very, very big band, which is very unusual in Hong Kong. All my famous friends, singers, all would turn up.
They call him the godfather of pop music. At 97 years old, he is also the world's most durable disc jockey. During a career spanning more than 7 decades, he has amassed generations of dedicated listeners.
After a hard day's work, and when you listen to All the Way, my tears went out.
He shaped the taste of young people back then. He was a tastemaker.
He is Hong Kong's Uncle Ray.
Having a wonderful, relaxing time as a retired government servant, and enjoying what I can listen to my own kind of music at home.
Ronaldo Maria Cordeiro, affectionately known as disc jockey Uncle Ray, has presented music programs at Radio Television Hong Kong for 72 years.
I can't believe it. My friends keep
He retired in May this year, and his friends in the music industry are organizing a retirement concert for him. Seated on the other side of the control panels on this night, Uncle Ray made a rare appearance on an RTHK radio show as a guest, not a host.
Today is a sort of a first big promotion for my concerts in the Coliseum. We'll do some interviews with Peter King, who is the host of the program.
But returning to his former workplace as a visitor is an emotional experience. How do you feel coming back to RTHK now?
Oh, nostalgia. Very, very good feeling. In those days, it was my life. I live here every night to come to do my show. Now, I missed it quite a lot. I'm just happy to be back.
For 50 years, Uncle Ray hosted All the Way with Ray 5 nights a week from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. He used to come to the studio at least 1 hour before the show to prepare. He played pop classics from the 60s and 70s, as well as easy listening numbers. Requests and dedications were always a big part of the show.
I choose the music according to what I know. I know the singer, I know the band, so there's quite a lot to talk about to make the show interesting. Coming back to work every night is a highlight for me because in those days I look forward to the show. I'm in touch with the listeners and receive phone calls and all that.
Born and raised in Hong Kong, Uncle Ray was born to parents of Portuguese descent. In 1949, at the age of 25, he began his career at the cable radio station Rediffusion.
Starting from the 50s, radio had become the main source of information and entertainment in the colony. A radio receiver was the best companion for local people in those days. Unlike today, there was no internet nor television. We all relied on radio for weather information, news and entertainment such as music, radio dramas, horse racing, storytelling, etc.
Towards the end of the decade, free radio service was becoming widely available and very popular. The 60s would be regarded as the golden age of radio in Hong Kong.
Of course, I was fortunate to appear at the right time, the right place, and develop a huge and loyal audience. The influence is impossible for disc jockeys to match today.
Uncle Ray started out as a scriptwriter, who later became a music show disc jockey. He then joined the RTHK, where he had the chance to train at the BBC in London. While he was there, he interviewed some big names, including the Beatles. Returning to Hong Kong with such interviews on tape cemented his popularity. Ray was voted Hong Kong's top DJ for 4 years, but his shows were more than just entertainment.
Many people learned English from radio shows back then. There was a craze in the colonial era. People understood they need to learn English in order to climb up the ladder of success. I did feel an extra sense of responsibility. That's the reason why I always encourage listeners to write to me. I believe it is an effective way to improve listening and writing skills.
I became a loyal fan of Uncle Ray starting in 1970. Just after school that I would turn on the radio and listen for the whole day. I spent all my time thinking about which song I'm going to request that night.
Dennis Chan was just 12 years old back then.
This is the song list which I request starting from the 1970, the very beginning. Then I wrote all the songs down on this list until 75.
How many songs you've ever requested?
More than, I think, 300. Yeah, and I all recorded down with the cassette.
And how many cassettes did that make?
More than 20.
The two met because of a record Dennis had and Uncle Ray did not. He brought it to the studio so Uncle Ray could play it on his program. From there, a decades-long friendship blossomed. Uncle Ray even attended Dennis's wedding and met his wife Jenny. Dennis says Uncle Ray's shows even had an impact on his career as ground staff for an airline.
I don't think my English is that good, but back in those days, all our teachers will like us to listen to more English channel radio. I need to dive in the radio program so that actually as a teenager of just 15, I feel so nervous when I first approached that dedication request program. It's quite a good way for me to talk and listen to an English program so that I can practice. That's one of the things that helped me a lot, even later in my aviation field, because I need to talk to those passengers like the pilot and captain, so I need a good English to communicate with them. And I think Uncle Ray helped me a lot with his program. The changing of sunlight to moonlight. I actually started playing with a band when I joined the airlines in 1974, because at that time we have so many pop groups that are like Taylor Robb and the Playboys, Joe June and the Side Effects, and we want to imitate them. So we joined a band. All the way with Ray really inspired me a lot on that, because Uncle Ray always played songs, our local groups, back in the 70s.
Dr. Chi Chung Wong has done extensive research on Hong Kong's popular culture. He says Uncle Ray was instrumental in introducing and making Western pop music a phenomenon in Hong Kong. In an age when access to information was limited, his shows were one of the few channels for the public to get to know more about Western pop music and culture.
He played the Beatles music all the time. and interviewed them 3 times. Then there's the ever-popular Elvis, Nat King Cole, Doris Day. For jazz, there's Ella Fitzgerald, Oscar Peterson. He played them all the time and interviewed them, brought with him first-hand experience, attended their shows. This influence shaped the culture of the time and molded the taste of the youth. He was a tastemaker.
Dr. Wong says Uncle Ray earned a lot of respect among musicians, especially because his interviews with some of the biggest acts in the world. Those conversations had a huge impact on Hong Kong's pop scene.
I think he very directly propelled the trends of bands' music in the 60s. He even trained many talents on and off stage who were influential then and now, such as bands like Sam Hui and the Lotus, Teddy Robin and the Playboys, the Mystics, and many more. A lot also became record producers and managers of record labels.
We're part way through the show, but after the break, Pearl Magazine goes all the way with Uncle Ray. Stay with us. Welcome back to Pearl Magazine. In his 72-year career as a radio disc jockey, Uncle Ray has seen it all. The man they call the godfather of pop music has endured many ups and downs in both the broadcasting and music industries. But during all those years, how did Uncle Ray stay relevant in a tough business known for its one-hit wonders?
Hello, hello. Hey.
Hi.
Hi. Uncle Ray.
Now it's shaping up.
Yeah.
Now that you're here.
Are you okay?
Albert Au is Uncle Ray's godson. He is also a DJ and a folk singer. In 1979, he was the best-selling singer in Hong Kong. Uncle Ray played a big part in Albert's stardom. On this day, he's rehearsing for Uncle Ray's retirement concert.
A ray of hope flickers in the sky. A tiny star lights up way up high.
I became a singer and DJ in 1977. From what I've heard, in the 1960s, almost all popular local bands were introduced by him. They'll need to grow upon introduction, and they had to depend on the radio for growth. Back then, there was no television to introduce music. Running such a top show, Uncle Ray had far-reaching impact on the local pop scene.
Albert says Uncle Ray's unique position enabled him to help, which made him well respected in the industry.
Uncle
works at RTHK. It's a government department and he is a civil servant. Therefore, what he does could not be commercial at all. He is a very generous person who strives to support new blood without seeking any return. We're talking about the entertainment industry. It's a dog-eat-dog world. It's cruel. His presence in the industry is unparalleled. By grooming new bands and singers, he helped make the music scene prosper, which in turn helped his job as a radio host.
Albert is singing 2 English numbers at the concert, which harks back to the early days of his career.
My first album was in English. Back then, English songs dominated the Hong Kong pop scene. Of course, there was a Cantonese market, but it was seen as grassroots entertainment. All the superstars we now know started by singing in English. There was no choice.
For years, Uncle Ray's popularity soared alongside the popularity of English pop songs in Hong Kong. But in the late 70s, things started to change.
Later in Uncle's career, when he was a tad older, while the influence of English radio shows was waning as a result of the rise of cantopop songs, he continued to be an icon.
These are some records of very westernized bands in the 60s. They were in fact directly linked to Uncle as he promoted them a lot. They betrayed strong Western influence but later moved from producing pastiches to original Cantonese music. They became the first wave of pop stars in Hong Kong's music scene, who later on became prominent music producers, singers, staff at record labels. Uncle Ray was vital in laying a solid foundation for pop music in Hong Kong.
As music fans began listening more and more to cantopop songs and related radio shows in the 70s and 80s, Uncle Ray's show remained the mainstay of English radio programs. It also served as a template for Cantonese shows of the same format, firmly establishing the three-way interdependent relationship among DJs, singers and record labels.
For record labels, whether it's in the capacity of business or cultural property and information, they had a close relationship with radio. They needed channels for promotion. Radio was very flexible. The songs could be played in the morning, afternoon, and at night. The intensive promotion indirectly drove popularity. Radio stations, DJs, singers, bands, and idols were like a family. I'm certain that it was one of the most prosperous periods, which explains why his many singers and even his audience want to relive the golden days as Uncle Ray retires.
As the concert date draws nearer with preparations well underway, Uncle Ray pays a visit to the poster photo shoot for the musicians. The concert features a big band, something Uncle Ray loves deeply.
I've never had big band in my career. It's normally recordings, you know. When you talk about a big band like saxophones, they must have 5 of them, you know, from clarinet, alto sax, up to the bass sax, you know. And then they have the trumpets, there are 4 trumpets, you know. And then trombones, also 4 trombones. so all the big band is very expensive.
Hearing the magnificent sounds of big bands take Uncle Ray back to the days when he introduced big band music to local listeners.
I find it very, very satisfying and very soothing for me to introduce what I wanted them to hear, because I love big band and I wanted them to learn big band.
This is actually an international Elvis Presley fan club, a pre-birthday party for Uncle Ray. Uncle Ray will be 97 on the 12th of December.
Elvis Presley Fan Club is a group of people who enjoy the music and the life of one man, Elvis Presley. Well, I am a patron of the club, and I have been with them since the establishment back in 1968. Their members grew up with my radio shows and the music, and we have become very good friends.
Happy birthday to you.
Wow, you sound like 100 Elvis Presley singing. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. My wish today on my birthday is that the COVID will subside as quickly as possible so that we can all have a good life, enjoy listening to Elvis Presley. Take my hand.
Well, if you listen to all the work with Ray, you know that every night the first song he played would be Elvis number. So he is Elvis loyal fan. I can tell you that all our members in our fan club we are also loyal fans to Uncle. So many loyal fans will come here to join Uncle's birthday party.
Another party is about to take place in Hong Kong.
We are now in the Coliseum. And we go inside to see the Uncle Ray's tribute to Uncle Ray's concert. Actually, this is the second night in a row already. Last night I came with my wife, and tonight I bring along my 94 years old mommy. My mom is 94 years old. Uncle Ray came to my wedding, so they knew each other.
Let's welcome our favorite Uncle Ray.
And now it's my great pleasure to give you the best of big band sound here in Hong Kong.
I come here for both nights because I've been listening to Uncle Ray since I was 12. So now I'm 67, so almost 55 years. He just influenced my whole life, especially with the music.
As a loyal fan, Dennis says he would not miss Uncle Ray's retirement concert. And hearing the song "Those Were the Days" the night before was especially emotional for him.
The song reminds us of those good old days, especially the days with Uncle Ray's nice program, All the Way with Ray. You can see we shed some tears in our eyes.
I sing goodbye in that train.
I think this concert not only special to Uncle Ray, it's special to Hong Kong people. I mean, the Hong Kong people could like music because Uncle Ray brought us so many big artists, great artists, and producer that influenced the music of today. I think Uncle Ray's music still always will keep in our heart and in our soul.
Uncle Ray!
佢係一個 legend。
He is a legend even to the world. The music industry is so fortunate and so thankful to have Uncle.
真係好感恩咧，有 Uncle Ray。
我相信音樂媒體能夠去。
I believe music as a medium could be so intense, so intimate, and so dear to us because it speaks to humans' basic sentiments.
人類最基本嘅情懷，有少少係慾望啦。
There's desire, there's a sense of rebellion. It touches our heart and soul with comfort and companionship.
可能係慰藉陪伴啦，甚至乎就係可能。
In Uncle's voice and the music he plays, one hears sophistication, a treasure of Hong Kong.
香港嘅寶嚟嘅喎。
I am lucky in my life to be able to marry passion with work and develop a huge following who enjoy my kind of music.
Shall I stay?
I have a very, very happy life. And my wish is to start all over again.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's the show for tonight. Next time, we visit coffee farms in the rural New Territories to find out how a homegrown brew is perking up locals. See you then. Bye for now.